We are going to talk about codependency and enabling now. It's a really difficult concept to try to explain, and it's a really difficult concept to try to understand as well. So be patient with this process. It's going to take a number of sessions for you to really understand it, and I'm going to try to break it down into pieces for you. The first concept that I want to explain is where codependency comes from and how it happens. And with the best thing that I can do, I don't want this to be a blame game, but we do learn from our adults, from our mentors in our lives. And so our parents are the first mentors that we have. This is not a blame game for them. I love my parents. I'm sure you love your parents as well. And I believe your parents did the best they could with the information that they had. They did not intend to hurt us. They individually have injuries from their own past that maybe they took care of or maybe they didn't. And this is where the root of codependency starts. They end up being hurt themselves. They may have hid their own pain, and they can't be real to themselves if they didn't deal with their own stuff. And so therefore they can't be real and present with you either. And then they may use some kind of behaviors that seem to be compulsive or addictive or obsessive, and it could just be busyness or drinking too much coffee or drinking too much alcohol or buying too many things. Whatever it might be, sometimes addictive behaviors, repetitive behaviors occur. And we as little children see our parents as these wonderful people. And our parents can't be bad. So if something bad happens in the house, it must be something we did wrong. And we decide we are the bad ones. And we make them into something wonderful. And this fantasy bond occurs. And it says that they were always there for us. And maybe they were in your house. And I know that my parents always wanted to be there for me. And they were also had lots of kids and they were young. And everyone has their own struggles in each individual family. So please hear me when I say this is not a blame game for your parents. So what happens is we believe we're bad. And this creates the need for us to be validated in someone else. And the truth is, because the parents hide how they really feel, then we learn to hide as well. And if you really knew me, then you wouldn't love me. So I'm not going to show you who I really am. And so we learn to hide. And that never works. And we find that we do this over and over again. And this is how codependency starts. So we can't give others what we don't have. And we learn from those who are our parents and mentors. And what they teach us is what we go forward with. And sometimes we repeat these behaviors over and over again. And when we think about our parents not being bad and being gods to us, and we believe we're bad, then what happens is this shame-based concept occurs. And we're going to spend a great deal on shame. And the things that we know from Brene Brown's work at the University of Houston, and you will learn more about her, is 3 things occur about shame. One is everyone has it. 2 is no one wants to talk about it. And 3, the truth is, the more we don't talk about it, the more power it has over us. And part of this process is for you to change your behavior and tell the truth about what is going on. That our parents did the best we can. And we have to, now that we're adults or young adults or whatever we are in our lifetime, healing occurs when we see the truth, when we tell the truth about us, and we believe the truth. And that's what we're going to do. And that's what this whole program is about, to help you heal and see really what the truth is. That's what Brene Brown has learned about shame, is to counteract it with the truth. What is really the truth? Because we believe a particular message about us that's not true. Or maybe if it is true, then we are humans and we get to make mistakes and learn from it as well. And that's the truth. Okay, so let's shift a moment and explain how this happens at a very young age. So when babies are little, they and we as parents and our parents would do distractions in order to manage whatever the situation is. So the baby's crying and I need to finish my grocery shopping, or I need to finish these dishes or tend to another baby or another child. And I'm going to give you instead a bottle or a toy or something that distracts you. So for the moment, I can deal with whatever else I have to do. And what the baby learns is distractions work. And it's a really good way to manage the present situation. It's simple and it's an effective strategy. And it's also a mask for not dealing with the feelings. So whatever the baby is happening at the time, whether it's hungry or sad or wet or tired, we say, here, take this for the moment, stop how you're feeling, mask the feeling, and do something else. So this becomes a destructive, repetitive behavior. And then we learn when we grow up that this works. And I'm going to distract myself and not feel this emotion and not feel this pain, and or I'm going to learn that our certain emotions are acceptable in society and others aren't. And in our society, anger's an acceptable emotion because we can choose to engage with you or ignore you and blow you off. Happy is an acceptable behavior, but when you tell someone, I'm feeling sad, or I feel left out, or I'm feeling rejected, they don't know what to do with that. So happy, sad, mad is all we understand. And I'm going to teach you through this course how to recognize what our feelings are, what to do with them, because up to this point, all we've learned is what we've learned from the adults. And usually that's something excessive. We eat too much, we have sex too much or not enough, or we engage in porn or busyness or eating or work, whatever it might be, those behaviors keep us from feeling. So the truth is we are going to need to start recognizing what our feelings are, because all those behaviors are just a temporary escape from reality. And it's really, you're just putting off what needs to be taken care of in the future if you want to change in your life, if you want your life to be different than it is right now. So it's a temporary escape, and we need to learn new coping skills that create healthy relationships and allow you to experience your feelings and identify what they are so you can deal with them. And we're going to talk a whole lot about feelings in the future sessions as well. And what I want you to know from today is you can't have relationships with other people unless you have a relationship with yourself. So this is what this whole program is about, is learning who you are, recognizing those behaviors that you can change for yourself, and not expecting others to fill that void for you. And what you'll find the more you learn about codependency is, as you change, people are going to want what you have because they're going to see this joy and this newfound thing that's working for you. So we're going to talk a little bit more about codependency and get more specific about it. I just wanted to start with the root of how this occurs. And please hear me when I say it's not a blame game. Love my parents. I'm sure you love your parents as well. Maybe you're really angry with your parents too. And that's okay. That doesn't mean you hate them. We separate them from their behavior, and we know that they did the best they can, as you are too. But you're choosing to learn more. And congratulations. I'm really proud of you.